welcome back to another Golf Week Spotlight brought to you by the Upstate Golf Guys podcast. We are back early today from Airway Meadows, and I have the leader with us again today. What's up, Adam?
How's it going?
It's going good, man. I missed you guys out there today. I played a little golf, but I had something going on in the afternoon that I had to be sure I made it to. So I had to miss you guys, but I did enjoy a good round, got a good practice round in. I'm priming up for Hilton Head, so it's all what it's about right now is Hilton Head, brother. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it was an interesting day. It felt like Halloween out there today, weather-wise. It was definitely breezy out in Gainesville or whatever you call it, Airway Meadows, but. It was funny. We started our round. It was nice and sunny, a little chilly, around 55 degrees. And I think by hole 15, it started raining.
No, at Airway Meadows?
Yeah, but, of
no.
course, the one thing about Airway Meadows today is that they gave us some new carts that they just got. They just got them last week. But, of course, they don't have windshields or cart covers. But you can go into the pro shop. They sell them for only $29.95. You could buy your own cart windshield cover that you use literally one time. But it only rained for about 10 minutes. It was still annoying, but the wind was whipping too at the same time. But it was just ironic that a day that we were supposed to have no rain, it rained at Airway Meadows, just like it did last time.
Well, it had to, just because we've been talking about it for like the last 2 months. That we pretty much know it's going to rain a little bit there. But I mean, other than the
course was good. Course was good today.
I was going to say, and it wasn't the biggest turnout. I was talking to Mikey about it, and I think the reason being now is what's happening is a few of the players probably are scared to play because they don't want to move up. I know a couple of them that are scared to come play, and they don't want to right around nationals. I mean, if you're in an A flight and you're right on the cusp, I don't think you want to come and risk it and being in that champ flight. That's not necessarily sandbagging. That's just, you want to have a shot, and I see it, man. Listen, I don't blame him. It happened to me. I kind of wish I was still in D flight. I'm in C right now. Nothing I could do. So I'm out there practicing, baby. I'm out there just trying to get better.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that's probably what it is. I know that. Unfortunate that a lot of guys weren't there, but like you said, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we are one event away now from the end of the season here, and of course, at Airway Meadows, in my opinion, the course plays somewhat easier than a normal course, so the slope rating, could definitely hurt you. So even if you shot a low score on this particular course, that's 5 or 6 strokes better than your average, you probably could go down a point and a half. So yeah, I get it 100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean like I said, right now we're all kind of in it for nationals. I feel like anybody that's going, it's just getting ready. I was working on today a lot of the shots out of the sand. I went into the sand a few shots, and the guy I was playing with, oh man, you're getting in the sand a lot. So you know what? I'm kind of glad I'm in the sand a lot because I need to practice out of the sand because I know there's a lot of sand traps down there, and I'm not the greatest out of the trap, and I am getting better. So I really didn't care much today how my actual score was. I threw an 86 out there at Eagle Crest, which is an easy course. Eagle Crest, for a seat, I feel like you can at least shoot your hand at. Today, I'm working on some shots. I'm working on my short game a little more. Off the tee, I can't miss. I'm not trying, crushing it. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Let's go. I wish we were going next week. We got 5 weeks to go?
Yeah, I think what is it, the 8th? So we got a month and 10 days before we all start heading down there. Yeah, I mean, it's for sure. I'm I can't wait. I know that I'm going down October 8th after work. I'm going to drive overnight and be in Myrtle Beach for 6 nights. Me and the wife are going to go down there, and I believe Johnny Resto is planning to go with us as well. And we got a nice oceanfront, hotel condo right in Myrtle Beach. And I'll just be hitting up some courses there for, the 6 days I'm out there practicing on the South. And October 15th, heading to Hilton Head and playing there for a bunch of rounds. So this is it. This is what I do. This is what I live for on Octobers. I got to go down there a week early and get ready.
It's game time, baby. It is game time. What time is it?
Game time, huh?
Let's go. All right, brother. Well, tell me a little bit about the day. Tell me. I want to hear it. I want to hear about how your round was. Tell me about the champ flight.
So, yeah, I mean, we first got to Airway Meadows. It was, like I said, a little nippy out there this morning, but it felt nice wearing, a little hoodie that I have on now and some pants. But one funny story is that obviously we talk Airway Meadows about the windshields and the cart covers, but we had a low field today, which is fine. So one guy wasn't able to make it, and another guy had to withdraw early in the day. So I go down to the pro shop, and the owner, of course, is sitting at the register, and I came down to take care of our bill. And I said that we lost two guys, and we had the last group was a threesome. So I was like, the last group's going to be a twosome, but we'll be moving along quick. It was DeBell and Kurt Landry. And of course, the owner goes, "Well, can you make everybody a foursome?" And I'm like, "Well, technically, no, because the group just teed off, and the other group just about was teeing off when I was walking down." So she's like, most courses would be like, well, unfortunately, we got a lot of guys behind you. No, she goes, "Well, do you know the price of gas?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" I go, "For the golf cart?" And I was like, yeah, gas is expensive. And I'm like, "What does it have to do with anything?" I said, You're actually saving money because now it's one cart less."
What? Yeah.
Dude, this girl pinches pennies like I've never seen at Airway Meadows. I mean, great course. It's always in decent shape. The greens are rolling really well today. I mean, they were quick. Some of the pins today were in some nutcase placements, like on 8. It was right in the middle of the hill. But seriously, like she just sits there and says, "You know what the price of gas is nowadays?" And it's
For
like,
a golf cart? Come on.
yeah, and I'm at the bar after my round, and one of the employees there talks, and like that's what she's known for. Like she'll literally, if somebody says, it's 57 to play this course, and she'll be like, "Well, it's you got to make money," and it's like, and all she does is just talk money, 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 money at Airway Meadows. So it's really unfortunate, but
Well,
like I said,
really, they should have really closed the course that day and given you the money back the way that day was. I know you don't get money back unless the course is closed for the event. And really, by right, I feel like they should have closed it, but they weren't going to because they knew that they weren't going to get money from anybody else. Right? I mean, that day was it was almost unplayable in spots.
Yeah, I mean, some of the holes were they had rivers running through it. I mean, today was much better. I mean, the course today was perfect, but just the cheapness of it, the
That's
whole
what I'm
thing.
saying. That's what I mean, and I feel like that comes out of the cheapness of that. They wanted to get every dollar they
Yeah,
could.
I mean, the fact of the matter is that you don't have windshields and you don't have car covers, but you're selling them at the pro shop. That's just unacceptable. It's just a lack of respect for the player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if the player is going to come there and spend money, like you should just put the carts, the cart. I talked to her again today and she's like, "Well, I mean, I'll have to raise it to $70 a man." I was like, "What are you talking about? It doesn't cost $13 per person extra to put a damn piece of plastic on the windshield. Like,
And
I
for
don't
it to
get it."
stay there, it makes again, I mean, even in this, I should start asking like more people like on the West Coast that play a lot of golf if they've ever seen anything like it because I've really I mean, I played a lot of golf courses, Adam. I've played a lot of golf courses. And
Yeah.
even like Dutch Haven out at I remember that being like a shithole and Brunswick Greens being a shithole. But I feel like they still had windshields. I
Yeah, I
feel
mean,
like
there's
they
like
did.
there's a few courses that if they get real busy, I mean, they come out and they get their reserve carts, which some of them don't have, the cart covers. But I've never actually seen a course that has zero golf carts with windshields, like except for this one. So as much as Airway Meadows has been great, I mean, it's been easy to work with them. It's just they got to do something because they're, a lot of people if they go there and it rains and they have a miserable time, what's going to happen? They're going to lose that income. I mean, even one of the person was telling me there, one of the golfers, they said their 8-year-old son goes there and sits in the golf cart and maybe hits like 15 times throughout the round, and they charge $27 just for the kid.
Yeah, that's another thing I hate. Shout out Freer Park. Shout out Freer Park when you go there with your kids. I've experienced this. My friends have experienced this a few times, especially in the afternoon, which that's when I will go when I bring Maya. I'll never bring her in the morning at a busy time.
Yeah.
But if you go to Freer Park for people with kids, and you just so you guys all know, anybody listening, That's the spot. They're so cool. They always
Yeah.
give you like the wave. I always go in. Do you want something for her playing? I'm talking even playing. She even has a bag a lot of the times, and they just kind of
Well, I
wait.
mean,
It's
what golf courses have to remember, and a lot of them do. But if you allow an 8-year-old to go out there and you don't charge them anything, when they get old enough to actually start playing all the time, they're going to go to that course because that's what they remember the funnest. And you're going to get that money at some point because they're going to consistently be
yep.
there, whether it's memberships or tournaments or even playing all the time. That's where you're going to get it when they're younger. But you shouldn't charge an 8-year-old $27 to play your course. But
Nope.
then again, they are selling windshield covers there for $29.95 if you need one.
Yeah, man. Like I mean, so like when I go with Maya, for instance, they know that she's not going to play a full round. They know she's
No,
not even going to play a full hole. So what I do with her is, especially if I'm with a couple guys that hit the ball a long way, is we'll all hit. Or I'm sorry, she'll hit while we can't hit while we're waiting. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it's like, well, even if they're 120 yards out, I know she can't hit it that far. So I'm like, go ahead, honey,
yeah.
go up and whack the ball. And then we pick up her ball a lot of times and we'll bring it up by the green. It's just kind of what you do with an 8, 7, 8-year-old. You're right, man. You want to grow the game, and the best way to grow it is hook the kids up. If you know they're not going to play a real round and just kind of hack around, that's the way to go, man. And for your
Hey,
part,
can we do a pause quick?
absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. All right, unpaused. Adam had to go get his wife some food, but we are back in action now.
Yeah, another thing I was going to say too that was funny is that when I was in the pro shop and they have a few, some decent stuff like some Under Armour pullovers and shirts, which those are fairly priced, but they have like a lineup of some old clubs for sale, and they have like an old TaylorMade burner, with the shaft that has a little bubble at the end, and I'm
Oh
thinking,
my
it's
god,
probably like $50. No, $160 to have that thing for.
dude, that thing is from like 2011.
Not even. I had it when I was in high school.
With the one with the actual bubble, yeah, that was.
Yeah,
You're
like the
right.
bubble
You're right.
shaft. It's like the gold plate or the gold wood head and the little bubble graphite.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was like
Yeah,
140
that's
or
tough.
something.
People must not get around much out that way, so maybe she gets away with it. She gets away with it. Hey, you want to hear something funny? I played Eagle Crest today, and man, he's tough in there. The guy that runs that place, you know who
Oh,
I'm
that
talking
older
about.
guy.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah.
He's all business. But you know what? This guy, he just got Lombardi in his clubhouse.
Oh,
In his pro shop. Yeah, buddy.
nice. He's
So
gonna be
I mean,
selling them.
not officially. He wants me to come back with more clubs for him to actually feel and look, but he loves the price point is there for him. He knows he can make some money. So we might be getting some Lombardis in the Eagle Crest. Mikey and I plan on. I'm a rep for Lombardi now, so we plan on going around and spending a day dressing up nice, and not smelling like reefer. Going around and actually being professional and trying to sell some putters for Paulie. So
That's good. That's
yeah,
good. Yeah, I think he'll do well around here, especially since a lot of the guys that play around here are looking for something that's of good value. With how something's going to last a long time, but not paying Dick's Sporting Good prices.
Yep. That's the whole point of Paulie. He like is so funny. He hates Scotty Cameron. He's like that guy. I know how much these clubs make or cost to make. I know how much
Yeah.
he's a maniac. I mean, it is kind of true. Like $600 for a putter, dude. $500 for a putter.
Well, it's like the people who buy Jordan shoes for golf. They're paying $3.99 when it probably cost $30 to make.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I like my squares, buddy. I like my squares I got for like 120. They're really comfortable. Really
Yeah.
comfortable. They're a little ugly, but they're fucking one of the most comfortable pairs of golf shoes I've worn. Not trying to just sell them. I don't really even. I mean, I am an affiliate for Squares, but I don't push them like Lombardi now. Paulie takes too good care of me. So the really, really main thing I push now is putters. I'm a putter guy.
Yeah, I mean, I was when I was at the putting green today. I have the diamond putter out, and of course, Ali was there. I played with him. He's always good to see him, but he really likes the diamond. He loves that blue one. So there might be an order coming in for the old blue diamond from Ali. But one of the guys who was a starter there, he was looking at it and he's like, "What? What is this putter?" And I said, "It's a Lombardi." And he took 2 strokes with it, and he's like, "My gosh!" He goes, "We should sell these here." And I looked at him. I said, "Right." I said, when your owner's gone, then I'll come talk to you
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that.
No shot at that. Well, you should have just given him the website and the code Upstate. Use Upstate, man, to save a hefty discount.
Yeah,
What did you
but
save on yours? What did yours end up coming to with the discount? Honest
I
price.
think it was 210.
So, and it's normally $299. So with the Upstate discount, it comes you knock almost $100 off.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth the value. I love that putter. It rolls it rolls true. I mean, obviously, it has that different look to it. If you're not, we're used to the mallet putters that are square or have circles or blades that we most play. So the diamond obviously, takes a couple of swings at it, but once you start feeling it, it just rolls so true. Whether you hit the toe or with the heel, I mean, I really like it a lot. So.
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy with how Lombardi is. It's definitely the one I like the most compared to my Cobra that I had, or even that gold one. I'll keep a gold one, and just because it's a cool looking putter. But that diamond is it.
Is where it's at. Yeah, no, I agree, man. I'm really starting to get my roll down. I actually have some videos for proof on Instagram Live today. I mean, I had a couple birdie looks today that were long ones, and one of them I called. I said, I'm hitting this one for Paulie. I said, I'm hitting it with the diamond. He was watching live, and I don't know. It's live. It probably was a 25 footer and breaker right to left, and started moving, and it just hit the hole, and it just spit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, now he can mimic what Lab does and make those diamonds more than just black and blue. He can make red, green, purple, pink. He can make all different types of styles because I think that will attract more people with customizing the color now, because that's what Lab does. If you do the DF3, you can go on their website and pick whatever color: orange, red, blue, green, purple, pink. You could just choose which color. So I definitely think you should do that, because I myself would easily get a red one or a green one.
Yeah, green would be really sharp. Like
a hunter green or a olive green, something like this color shirt.
Yeah. Listen, Paul, he's always open for ideas. He's got a suggestion box going on. So he's got an open suggestion box. So
if you're listening to this podcast, Paulie, get that color option available for people to customize too, because you're going to sell a crap ton more.
Yeah, buddy. He's got a good crew up here in the Upstate with the Upstate Tour. A lot of those guys are using his putters, and he's got a lot of support from us. So I think Lombardi is going to grow with the Golf Week Tour, the Upstate region. I think we're all going to grow together, man. I think we're going to have a lot of fun in the next few years, man. We really are.
Yeah, that's good. I know. Hopefully, he can come aboard next year and be a big sponsor. And hopefully, if all goes well, you can contact Dennis, our main director, and maybe we can add him to the national level and get even more of that exposure out there.
Yeah, man. I kind of put the bug in his ear. So I put the bug in his ear, and he likes the sound of it. So we're definitely gonna put something together in this off season, man. We're gonna work with Uncle Paulie for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. But why don't you give me the down low of what went on with that small field today? I mean, I know you had 4, right? In Chamflight, you had 4.
Yeah, we had 4 in Chamflight, which was pretty good. Today we did something different. We ended up 17 signed up, but we ended up with 15 total on the day, which is what it is. I mean, it's fine. We had a good time. I had, instead of a purse, I put the money into skin, so we made the skin pot a little bit bigger today, so that was good. Everybody paid $25 each for skins, and we did Champ and B combined and C and D combined. We didn't have any A flights today, which is fine, but it worked out well. Champ flight ended up being myself. I took home the dub. I beat Travis, Kevin, and Dante, and Travis played okay. I know he double bogeyed 17, which put him at +7 for the day. And I just kind of, tried to play par golf to finish my round just to seal the win, and just ended up bogeying 3 of the last 4. But it was good. I mean, we had a good time. I played with, I played with Steve Hanu and Ali, which, I've been wanting to play with those 2 for a while, so it worked out. And they didn't play their best round, but, I ended up, shooting 77, which was to me not my best. Coming down the last 4 holes, bogeying 3 of them.
Yep.
But it was all good. That's when it kind of was, wind was picking up, and it was difficult. Some of the pins today were pretty wild, but yeah, so that was good. I'm glad to get the win.
It was cold out there for sure this morning. I mean, it trickled a little bit on us, but man, it was cold and windy, no doubt about it. Yeah,
Yeah, bring
I had a really good time playing with Ali when you linked us up. I really enjoyed playing with Ali. He doesn't play a ton of. He's out there though. That's why, right? He's out west. He's out in Binghamton area.
Yeah, he lives about an hour and a half west of Albany.
Yeah, so I get it, man. It's tough to travel. You know, he's got young ones, right? He's got kids, family.
Yeah,
So
he's good. He's a good
we
guy,
gotta get
quiet,
well.
but he just
We
enjoys the
did.
game.
We didn't do. Did we do Conklin this year? And I missed it. Was I away or what?
No, we didn't do it this year.
That's
No.
why. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like I kind of have last year and this year just meshed together for some reason. But
Yeah, a
yeah,
lot of
man,
it's scheduled this year. I didn't want to make a lot of the
too
courses to
hard.
be a big travel.
No, I get it, man. Because it does suck for those guys, you know. But most of our crew is from the capital area. It really is, and
Yeah,
it's. But I think we should. We need to listen to Gio and Tom because they both said that there is a ton of great tracks downstate, like a ton.
yeah,
So, Gio, I mean, listen, I'll listen to him, whatever he tells me. You know, if he says it's a good track downstate, we should hook it up. Go downstate maybe for 1 or 2 next year, and try Conklin again next year for those West Coast folks. I loved Conklin. I'll drive out there. I'll definitely go to Conklin again.
yeah. I mean, I got to come up with the schedule after
Yeah,
nationals when I start looking at it more and trying to get a little list going on and requesting stuff. I know next year we're working on that regional at Turning
yes.
Stone, so that covers the 3 of those courses, and then there's a couple in Vermont that are near Albany that are interested, like Mount Anthony. We'll definitely do that again. And, like I said, I'm going to try to merge a little bit down south. Ideally, the ultimate goal is to one day have another regional down like, at a Liberty or Bethpage.
Do you
So,
think do you think our guys would travel for a 2-day Western New York for a Conklin and an Enjoy 2-day major? Maybe we could do the Upstate Golf Guys podcast 2-day major Western New York. What's Enjoy? What's the tee time? What's the price tag for Enjoy? I heard it's
Enjoy is, I think, 70 for a round.
okay.
Well, it's not bad, but they're hard. They're hard to schedule because they have a lot of events. They even do the Dick Sporting Goods for the senior tour out there.
Right, right.
With John Daly was just there this past year playing, and all the senior guys. So it's tough. I mean,
Well, I
it's
get
it's
it.
tough. It's tough, especially with the ranch. I think we're going to do with the ranch again 2 days. I think
Gotta.
everybody just loves that. So it's hard. It's hard to do like these 2 day overnights.
Well,
Especially.
what about instead of the ranch 2-day overnight, what about Crump and Fox 2-day? Because there's the Crump and Fox Inn. There's a Crump and Fox Inn, which is right across the street. And I've been going there for years. The owner kind of has a liking for Mikey and I actually joked with him. I said, could this whole place be rented out? I just said for like a wedding or whatever. But listen, Crump and Fox, they treat you. The ranch is great. I love the ranch. Well, listen, Crump and Fox, you go there, they got the big box. Help yourself to tees, help yourself to ball markers, divot tools. The
Yeah.
range, I love the range over at Crump and Fox, but they do have the Crump and Fox Inn right across the street, and that's something to look into for everybody to stay over one night. I think
Well, I
maybe
mean,
word out there.
if there's 60 people in the field, the Crump and Fox Inn's not going to hold all 60 people.
Yes, I think it would. I think it
No,
would.
I don't know.
There's 60 rooms, I think.
Maybe
Sharon.
we'll do my goal next year is to do obviously we're going to have the regional that's going to count as obviously a big event for the overnight, but we're going to try to do 4 more 2 days, so we're going to have 5 total on the year.
Good.
So maybe we'll do a 2 Crump and we'll do a 2-day at Crump and Fox and a 2-day at the ranch and then 2 days out here.
I think you should do the 2 days. Personally, my look at it is you should do the 2 days as like destination ones. I don't know. Maybe everybody else doesn't want to stay overnight and do the whole 9 there. But like to me, like a 2-day event, a destination trip. I don't know. I just feel like it's more. It has more of that tour feel. Like you traveled, you got a 2-day event, or you come back to the place, you see where you're at after day one. You kind of like the ranch was great. It was a lot of fun. I don't know. I think
I think I think a lot of the time is that it's all about the the finances. I mean,
right.
not
Well, I
every,
know. it's easy for me. I mean, I'm listen. I'm doing this with my credit card peoples and just going more into debt with my golf habits. And I throw
Yeah,
ideas.
there's a lot
I
of things that I have to think about when we do the scheduling. I mean,
I know.
it's
I
all
know. He
about the
taught me.
travel, it's about the field, it's about how many you're trying to get. I mean, if I have 2 days at Crump and Fox, I get 28 to play. But if I do it, one day at Crump and Fox, but a 2 day at McGregor or Norman
You'll,
side, and we
you'll get
get
way more.
55, 60, then we're going to get more.
100%.
So
I
that's
get
what
it.
I have to do. It's not based on the experience. I have to go based on, the field and what we can get.
Oh, I
So,
get it. I get it. Then listen, maybe next spring, baby, we just do a little Ryder Cup at pregame. We'll go up and we'll just stay at the Crump and Fox Inn with our crew. If everybody doesn't want to come, we can work something
yeah.
out. Place is dope. Maybe we'll do a little like we'll do Crump and Fox early and do like if we'll keep it off of the tour and I don't
There's a
know.
lot. There's a lot in
There's mass.
Western Mass. I
What
mean,
would
there's
you
even
love?
that course in Bloomfield, Connecticut, which is about 2.5. It's Gillette Ridge, which is an Arnold Palmer course. I mean, I would absolutely love to do that one. I know Adam Miller is only about 35 minutes from there, but
Yeah,
that's a course that I would love to do a day there.
like I said, you don't necessarily have to keep these events on tour either. You could kind of reach out to like the groups of guys, and we could do it on an off weekend. Say, you know what I mean? So that way you're not putting the pressure on the people, and say, hey guys, we're gonna go out and do a 2-day trip to that course you just said. Say, you know what I mean? Stay overnight and
Yeah.
just put it out there. I mean, Airbnb, it's surprisingly cheap now if you split it with 5-6 guys. It's not as bad as it sounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much did we really that house that we stayed at the ranch for 2 nights, dude, was like 740, and we
Yeah.
split that 6 guys or whatever it was, or I think it might have been like 940. I'm getting that confused with the other one, but still, in general,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's just the one thing about the tour is that most regions don't do these things like these overnight trips. So
no, I get it. I
that's
get it.
yeah.
I totally get it, man.
But
You don't want to.
the schedule will be awesome. Next
No,
year
I know it will be. I
I'll
know.
obviously there's going to be a few courses that are going to be off, and we're going to add a few extra ones. So I try to change it up a little bit, but it should be a good one. It'd be another good one next year, and we'll try to get it as inexpensive as we possibly can. Unlike other tours, I actually keep my side fees to the bare minimum. I'm able to charge as much as I would like on top of what I'm required to as a tour director, but I don't do that because at the end of the day, it's about golf, it's about
Yep.
fun, it's about the listeners and the guys who are members on the tour. I mean, it's not about building up finances for myself. If I did it for free, I would, because that's how much I enjoy the camaraderie and seeing the people enjoy themselves. And a lot of that, you don't see that often in the national area when it comes to for me and my thoughts about it. So I
Yeah,
try
man.
to do as best as I can for the price and what we get for a
You
course.
And you do. I mean, go check other prices, people at other regions. They are way more than what Adam charges. You will
Yeah.
not see around for $105 on the Golf Week Am Tour anywhere in the nation.
No,
I
I
don't.
mean the only thing is that in return, I definitely put my foot down. On some of these courses, if I know that they're slacking, I know we're playing Van Patten for a 2 day next weekend. I played there last Sunday. The greens, in my opinion, were the slowest I've played ever there. And last Monday, I emailed the GM Pro and I said, "Listen, when we come there next week, it better be rolled and you better be cutting it because you got a lot of guys coming in and playing, our finale, and we got, we're expecting you guys to be what we know your course is expected to be, and I make sure that they're aware that I'm not going to tolerate it."
And that's why you make a few extra dollars, buddy, as you should. Setting everything up. It's a part-time job for you, regardless.
Yeah, but I enjoy it. Yeah,
You don't even really make a few extra bucks. You basically just get your golf for free. I mean, it is it's I know how it works, man. I know why you're doing it. You love the game, but I wouldn't do it for what you do it for. I certainly wouldn't. I wouldn't want
oh,
the headache. I wouldn't want everybody reaching out to me saying this guy cheated. This guy didn't really, this guy's a pain in the ass. Don't pair me up with him again. I'm sure you hear it from everybody, dude. I'm sure you hear
yeah.
drama and it's not.
And I just write it down in my little notebook and try to accommodate everybody I can. But like I said, at the end of the day, the season was a good one this year. We had
Was.
116 players overall as members. Even today at Stewart's on my way home, I picked up some water, and of course, with my car out in the front, has a little tour emblem on the side. And two guys came out of a truck and asked me about it. Gave them my card, and they just were immediately in love with what the what the tour offers. And they said, "Wow!" He goes, "You how many events do you have?" And I said, "We got one." And he goes, "Oh." He goes, "Dang, that sucks." And then he
A
says,
little
"We're going to
late.
look at this next year." And they have a bunch of guys they know in leagues they play locally. So we're bringing something different to the local area that people are not really aware of fully, but they will be. It just takes some time, and we're like I said, I'm absolutely thrilled that this year we had 116 overall, and
Yeah.
it's just it's
Adam,
great. I
I mean,
mean,
if you not, I mean, I'm not even asking for anything for it, but if you supply me with the sign, I will gladly put it on my POS car. And if people have questions, if you want, totally up to you. I don't know if that's just like the head of the guys have those things or whatnot, but
no, I mean, if anyone really wants one, I mean,
yeah,
you can definitely get in touch with me, and we can
yeah,
try to get you, the information just without even your phone number. We could just put the website and the
yep,
QR code that works.
yeah.
People, I've seen people come out of the mall and they're by my car scanning it. So,
Yep. Yep. No, I mean it's actually a great idea. So I'd gladly if you get me one, I'll throw it on my car and you have to get me more cards. I mean they've been all going. I don't know if anybody joined from the store. They may or may not have, but oh yeah, the one Jeff he joined. He played a few events this year. Jeff Clark. He played a few.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean I try my best, but if you could get me some cards as well that I can even leave in my golf bag for like days like today. I was talking to a couple guys about Lombardi, and I didn't even think to talk about the tour. But if I have them on me, hand them out. Get more the
yeah. I
merrier,
mean,
buddy. Bring them for listening.
like I say, is that if everybody on the tour, joins next year again, and I hope most of you do. I know we're probably going to lose a little bit here and there, depending on people move or whatnot, or maybe they just didn't play as much as they thought they would. If everybody who plans to join next year brings one or two people, then we can almost get to 300. I mean, which is crazy to think about, but that's the ultimate goal is to be in the top three nationally. For New York Upstate, I want us to be that top region in the nation, and bring something huge to this area. So
Yeah,
like I said, you just got to keep recruiting. The information's there. The website is perfect. Everything you need to know is right there. And you see the fun that we have. With the national tournament coming up in Hilton Head. I mean, you can't beat that. You just
yeah.
can't
I,
beat that
I, I
opportunity to
agree.
just go and play someplace that you've never been or do something like this. I mean, when you guys go to Hilton Head for the first time, you're gonna have some stiffies in there because it's gonna be that good.
I can't wait, buddy. I'm so
Yeah,
excited for Hilton Head. But the best thing about tours, I was telling Adam, I was telling Mikey this because today, like, we had to go in and we had to give our tea time and check in and pay cash and everything. There's nothing like somebody else making the tea time for you, literally having everything set up. Your card is all ready to go. And all I literally had to do was PayPal you some money. Like, it's like there's nothing better than that. I just show up. Where's my card? Throw it on. That's what I told Mikey today. I miss Adam with this part, doing my dirty work for me. So
yeah,
that's another thing you get with the tour. It's just to pay a few extra bucks for that prize money, that chance for a trophy, and somebody making your tea times for you, even if you're
yeah,
just like shooting the 90s or hundreds. Who won? Well, we'll get there, but I mean, you could win. You could win with those scores. Don't be scared.
yeah.
Don't be
You
scared to
can.
come and play. Yeah, but so all that talking made up for the nobody A flight, the nobody that won it in A flight
Yeah,
because
so A Flight was completely bare. So what I did is I took the A Flight trophy and gave it to Airway Meadows for them to display on their little trophy case, and the owner was thrilled to have that. So she enjoyed the fact that I gave that to her. So
there you go.
you're probably going to see it up in the little cabinet
She's
when
probably
if you
gonna
ever go there.
she's probably gonna try to sell it on you for
Yeah,
20
she asked me what I have to pay her to have it.
bucks.
No, she nice lady, but
She is.
she has that trophy for A Flight. So Matt Wagaki, your trophy is it's over at Airway Meadows.
Matt, you gotta go shoot a 77 or better to get that trophy, buddy.
Well, I told Mike Scott. I said, Mike. He goes, "Oh, there's no A Flight today, huh?" And he goes, "Well, I'm an A Flight today." I said, "Listen, Mike. Here's the deal. If you shoot better than 80, I'll give it to you." And He didn't. So at the end of the round, that's where I gave it to gave it to the course.
There you go. There you go. Well, tell me what happened in B flight.
So B flight was supposed to be 3, but we had Shannon couldn't make it today. I don't know what happened, but
I know what happened.
oh yeah, Shooter McGavin. By the way, we'll get to that, but. It was Matt Durway, Mike Scott. They had a little heads-up battle. It was real close the entire way, and Mike Scott was down 2 going into the last 2 holes and took the win by 1. So Mike Scott got the dub today in B flight.
Go, Mike. Love it, buddy. That's a couple for him this year, huh?
Yeah, I think that's 3 or 4. 3 this year, I think.
Nice. Is Mike going down to Hilton Head?
He is not. He wanted to, but he just bought a home and sold his, and he's moving into his new home and closing on the home. So he had to stay in the local area for the next 2 months. He's going to be kind of busy doing all that stuff. So understandable. So, but yeah, he wished he could. I know Matt Durway is. He's excited for it.
Nice, man. What other B guys? What other B guys?
Shannon, Gio, they're going.
Oh, of course, Gio. Gio's a big one, man. Gio can make some noise.
Yeah, Shannon and Gio and Matt all can make some noise in B flight. They're all pretty solid.
Nice, dude. We're so close. We're like 40 days, 35 days, 37 days. I mean, you're going.
Yeah, I think it's like 40.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
That's it. And by the time it's a little bit cooler here, we'll be going down to temperatures in the mid 70s to 80s when we get down there. So it's going to be a nice little getaway for a week.
Yeah, me and Mikey are just we're ready. We're ready for sure, man. We're ready.
That's it. I got my itinerary all ready to go for Myrtle Beach, so that's going to be fun.
You do. You're going down a month. You're going down a month ahead of time.
Yeah, well, you got to get that work in. You know, Tiger Woods doesn't show up on Thursday, the day before a tournament. He shows up the week before and gets his practice in.
I know.
The big Tiger.
The big
cat.
The big cat.
The big cat is ready. That's it. The big dog is coming. Big old Cahill. So that was our B flight. I'll get to our C flight. Yeah. Now, C flight was the higher of the group today, of course, and a lot of good scores out there. But of course, it came down to an individual that has been pretty much right up in the top for most of the year, Craig Schoonmaker and Lamar. Both of them finished at plus 16 for the round and went into a playoff. And Craig ended up beating Lamar. Which is actually funny because on the first time that Lamar played when it was raining, he went to a playoff with Majdi, and Majdi ended up chipping in for par on the first hole to win. So Lamar was in the clubhouse at plus 16. Craig Schoonmaker was at plus 15 going into the last hole. And he had a couple of bad swings on the 18th hole and hit off the back of the green for his 5th shot and chipped in for bogey to actually tie Lamar, and Craig ended up beating Lamar in a playoff. So Lamar is 0 for 2 there at Airway Meadows in playoff play. So I feel kind of bad, but Craig Schoonmaker took the dub in C today, and I think that's his 5th or 6th on the year. So he's been he's not making nationals, unfortunately. Craig, he can't make it, so it's unfortunate because I think that guy could have really done some damage out in C flight.
One more guy that I have a shot because I would have had no shot at being Craig, so that maybe moves me up one more spot.
So you're probably I guess you're happy, but no, Craig took the win. Lamar had that he had that open, but he just couldn't do it there. I guess Airway Meadows is his kryptonite.
It's really too bad. That really is. Sorry. Man.
Yeah, he loses to chip-ins. That's it. Lose to chip-in Lamar.
All right. Well, bring it to my boy. I know who won D flight. Bring it to my boy.
Yeah. So D flight ended up being a kind of a runway. And when I looked at the scores midway through my round, I scrolled down to D flight because I'd like to look at the skins, just to see what's going on. And Ali held on to one skin for the most of the day, but Brian DeBell ended up winning by a lot. I think about 6 or 7 strokes on the day. So he ended up taking D flight, Brian DeBell.
With what? I think it was a 96, I want to say. And then Ali maybe shot
it was a plus 1. Well, Ali is in C, but Brian DeBell. It was Brian DeBell, Mike Sproul, and Kurt Landry.
It was Mike Sproul shot a 102, and then someone else.
And then I think Landry was a little bit higher.
Yeah, so Yeah, that's what I was saying, though, that for people not to be scared, I mean, if they shoot in the high 90s, low hundreds, you could come out there and win. You could come out there and win with a 96, 97, 98
Yeah.
in D flight. And it's competitive golf, which just makes it awesome. It's a ton of fun. I
Yeah,
love
so
it.
that was it was a good round. We had
Good.
we had four skins for foreskin. We had some foreskin that was removed, but in Champ and B we had four skins, and we had four skins in C and D flight. So I believe that C and D was $100 a man, so they were happy with that. And for our flight, it was 80 a man. So it worked out doing the whole skins and combining the purse and just putting it right into skins.
Nice. Did you take a skin?
Yeah, I took one. I actually almost hold out on 11 on Airways, the par three that goes down the gully and up the hill.
Yep.
I ended up hitting my 7-iron. It was about 164 right to left wind and hit it to the back of the green, spun right back next to the hole, almost popped in. So
Oh.
I would have probably left after the round to not buy drinks. So
How about did you guys see any planes taking off today, or was it too windy?
it was too windy.
Yeah, I didn't think they would be up there today. It's always something, man. We can never get to see good.
No, you can't. I mean, there's no
Fun.
windshields, no cart covers, no parachuting.
Jeez, man.
But I saw the infamous cat though that lives right up on the third hole, that par three. There's always a little tiny gray black cat that sits under the bench. So it was
It
it's
was
a happy
there.
little thing. Yeah, the old infamous cat that's always at Arrowway Meadows on 3.
All right, must be the neighborhood. Must everybody know about that cat, man? It must be talked
Yeah,
about.
it's,
Anyone
it's a
that
friendly
plays
little
there.
thing. You just want to pet it and just follows you around.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I love little kitties.
I think it's a neighbor. There's a house right on the left side of that hole, so I think that's where it lives, like a little farmhouse.
Yeah, probably comes over there and eats everybody's scraps that they leave. Little hot dog
Oh yeah.
scraps and shit.
Oh, it was
But
good. I mean, Arrowway Meadows
yeah.
has some good food at the end. Some of us stayed behind, and like I said, if you ever play Arrowway Meadows next year, just buy a windshield cover, $29.95.
That's the thing. Like their clubhouse is beautiful, and their course, like I know they have a lot of masonry around a lot of the par threes and around a lot of the tee boxes, and they spend money on the course. They do. You could see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's all good. I mean, I definitely, it's one of those courses that, I like I think people like the way it's built, the character of the course. I mean, obviously this year we wouldn't be able to play it dry. It wasn't really dry when we played it, but I played it, in the prime time summer, and it's
It's a
one
lot
of the
of
better
fun.
courses. The green wise and stuff, they roll true, and there's no issues at all with the greens or the conditions. It's just
Yep.
don't go there when it rains.
That's all. That's all. All right, bro. Well, we'll get into the finale at the end of this thing. Do you want to get into one of the golf courses at Hilton Head?
Yeah, that works.
All right, man. Well, let's go
Before,
over to
before we get into that, though,
yeah.
shout out to Shannon, who
Oh
apparently
yeah.
hung out. So Shannon apparently hung out with. He was at the top of the world golf course in Lake George, and hung out with old Shooter McGavin, the actor who played in Happy Gilmore. He sent me a picture this morning of him and Shooter hugging and smiling and having a grand old time. So
That's
maybe we'll
amazing.
post that picture up on the podcast for people to see. But it's really cool. I told Shannon, why didn't you get him on the tour? Man, that would be fantastic having Shooter McGavin on the New York Upstate tour.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I mean, if he golfs and he lives in New York State, you said he might live up that way.
Yeah, apparently he must have a house up there because Shannon said that he lives in that area, so he goes to that particular course a lot, from what he said.
Wow. So yeah, let's make it
So
happen.
if you're Shooter McGavin, if you're hearing this podcast, go join a NY Upstate.
You already know I'm gonna take that picture. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna put that on Instagram. I'm gonna tag him and I'm gonna put it on my story. And hopefully he sees it and raises his eyebrows and he's like, you know what? These guys seem like they'd be fun. I want to compete against these knuckleheads.
That's
I
it.
wonder
And
what
if you
I wonder what his
Shooter, I'll challenge you for the house. If I beat you, you get off the tour.
well, what do you think his true handicap is?
At this point, with his age, I would say probably he would be a C flight.
All right. All right. I'd love to compete him. I'd love to compete against him. Let's set it up.
I
Let's make
know,
it
I
happen.
know, I know he was. I know he's decent. I mean, I've never really heard like how good he was. Like in real life, but I'm sure he has talent. I mean, I've seen him on golf a lot, like different videos he's out there playing. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised. Maybe he's even better. I mean, he could be maybe a B or even an A flight. Who knows? Maybe he's a
yeah.
champ. Maybe he's a scratch golfer. I don't know.
He could be. He could be. Well, I'll tell you who is a scratch golfer and might be coming on tour. He actually, what I loved about him is he asked at the end off air, like where we were located, and he wanted to play around with us. I could see where he was going with it. Is long driver Matt Stubbs. Guy's awesome. He's an Aussie. And I was talking to him. I said, are you guys allowed to play on the amateur level? And he goes, "Oh yes, yeah. We are." He goes, "One of my buddies that's in the long drive. He's actually leading one of like the South Carolina Mid-Am, whatever it is." So then I raised the question. I'm like, shit. I was like, you should come join as one of our guests sometime and play us. I actually joked. I said, Adam Cahill needs a challenger. I said, I think you need to come and beat his ass. I was in and around, and he said, "Oh, I might just do just so. I might do just so." So
Yeah, he
I
may
kind of
beat
put
me off the tee, but he can't handle Iron Man. He can't handle Iron Man.
I put the bug in his ear for that too. So it would really be cool if we could land somebody like Shooter McGavin or like a long drive guy to like how
Yeah.
awesome would that be to land somebody on tour? Like even just for a couple events. I mean, it would
Sure,
be
that'd be
awesome.
nuts. I mean, just
It'd
to
be
have that,
awesome.
experience of them being there. I mean, one thing about the tour that's great is that the Champ Flight does allow, outside of people who are like pro golfers at a golf course and stuff. I mean, they're welcome to play. I mean, it is like I said, as you can see on, the scores in our Champ Flight. I mean, they're legit scores. So, guys who are pro, working in pro shops as a golf pro, I mean, they are welcome to play with us.
Awesome. Well, that's good to know, and I'll spread the word. I will
Yeah,
spread the word.
I want all the competition I can. If anyone's listening to this right now and you're a scratch golfer, let's go.
Bring
Join
it,
the
baby.
tour. I
Bring it.
want to see your
Bring it,
ass
baby.
out there.
All right.
I'm
Well, let's
coming.
see.
I'm bringing the
I think
smoke.
you did bring the smoke, Johnny Resto. How about Oyster Reef? What do you think for the Sea Fighters?
Yeah, Oyster Reef is really a great course. I played it a few times, and overall, the course is just stellar. There's a lot of great courses, a lot of good views, a lot of water. It plays tough, but it's definitely a course that's gettable. So you could definitely get off the tee, and you're gonna have a nice round there.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, let's take a look. I made a little video here. Yeah, a lot of water. Looks beautiful though.
Yeah,
Looks beautiful.
great. It's a great course. I like it.
All right. Well, here's the stats, Adam.
And I believe that Sea Flight, you'll be playing the whites.
Really?
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
It's
That's
either white or blue. I don't know, but I'm
makes
gonna
a big
say it's
difference.
probably close to whites.
Okay. Good. And is any other flight playing this course? Is it?
I believe no. I think it's just Sea Flight.
All right. I feel special. I feel special.
Yeah, because you guys are gonna do the one day where half it plays one course, the other plays this course, and then the next day you flip flop, and then the third day you guys, whoever's in the top half, play one course, the lower half play another.
Got it. Got it, buddy. Well, hopefully I'm in that upper half on day 3. Hopefully I'm in that upper half. But this is a little read on Oyster Reef. I'll do this read, Adam, and then you could do the rest of the course.
All right.
It's carved out of 190 acres of breathtaking low country terrain. Oyster Reef Golf Club's spectacular 18-hole championship course is surrounded by winding lagoons, lush vegetation, and scenic views of the island. I heard that you are you the one that said almost guarantee we'll see an alligator on this course?
You'll see an alligator on every course you play.
Awesome. I am really excited. On the golf course architect, Reese Jones, used the natural landscape to create an inspiring course that combines challenge with a sense of fair play, ranging from 7,018 yards from the championship tee to 5,288 yards from the forward tees. The course rewards and tests golfers of all skill levels. Oyster Reef Golf Club is the home to one of the most spectacular golf holes in the entire island. The par 3 number 6 plays 192 yards from the championship tees to a green that is set against the backdrop of the beautiful Port Royal Sound. Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's a good hole.
To customize your experience, our on-site concierge will assist you. I'm blind. I'm looking right up at the screen. If you can see in the podcast, will assist you with virtually any request. A simple phone call or a text, and your concierge will answer questions, rake a bunker, deliver food and a beverage, or provide you with general guidance for your visit. So is he saying when I go into the bunker, I'll just call that person and they'll come rake it for me?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know how long you're going to wait for it, but yeah, apparently they'll just rake your bunker for you.
I love that. My concierge. Oyster Reef Golf Club has been voted one of the top 20 courses in the Carolinas and awarded Low Country Golf Course Owners Association Golf Club of the Year. It was also named one of the top 75 U.S. golf resorts by Golf Digest and the favorite course of Hilton Head Island golfers by the Island Packet. And it's ranked number 3 in the best 18. Nice, Adam. The best 18, the greatest holes, Hilton Head and Bluffton by Hilton Head Monthly. I'm not sure what that says. Hilton
Close
Head
enough.
Southern Bluffton by Hilton Head Monthly. I'm just blind. I can't read. I can read. I swear, guys. But all right, Adam, you want to go a hole by hole?
Yeah, we'll just roll through this quick. My battery's at 13%, so let's roll.
All right, buddy.
So hole 1 is a par 4, solid opening hole. The tee shot should be placed in the left center of the fairway to open up a green for a mid to short iron approach. A ridge that runs across the center of the green will create problems if you are putting from the opposite side. So definitely a good hole. Definitely enjoy this one. You know, it's pretty straight, but as you can see with this particular hole compared to others, there's a lot more trees. It's very similar to Golden Bear, so you're going to have a lot of almost like Augusta National, where you have the trees and then the pine straw.
Yep, and protected by a few bunkers. So
yeah, and then hole 2, nice par 5. Positioning is key on this par 5. A good tee shot will end up to the right or of 2 deep fairway bunkers on the left. The second shot should be played straight to the green, avoiding more fairway bunkers down the left side. The short approach is to a small, well-bunkered and elevated green.
All right, and there it is.
Yep, definitely. If you're a longer hitter, just take it to the left side on that little left bunker, and you'll probably have yourself about 220, 230 in.
All right.
Number 3 is a straightforward medium length par 3. There are bunkers guarding each corner of this large green that slopes from back to front. Make sure to locate the pin positions before choosing a club on this par 3.
Protected by a bunch of bunkers.
Yep. So if it's front left, you might want to play it a little longer so that way you don't go into them bunkers.
Yep.
But hole 4 is an excellent short par 4. The tee shot could be placed to the right center of the fairway, avoiding a clump of trees on the left and fairway bunkers to the right. The approach will be played into prevailing wind to a well-bunkered green. And that is this is a great hole. Yeah, it's a real nice hole. This is where we get a little bit of water coming into play, but definitely a fun course. It's not long, but as you can see on the right side, if you go to the right side, it's tough to chip over that bunker and walk out with a par.
Absolutely.
And then hole 5 is another par 4. It's a demanding par 4. I know this is longer, but requires a long, accurate tee shot to the right center of the fairway, avoiding the mounds on the left. A long approach to the large flat green remains. Which this one is it's a long one, but you definitely don't want to be left on this one under those trees because it's going to make it difficult punching out of the pine straw. I don't know if you ever played out of pine straw, but you can get a good rip out of it, but you can also lose your footing real quick. Yeah, you can your back foot will slip right out, so you almost got to dig your feet into this stuff like it's a bunker shot.
Yep.
And then this is the signature hole that we were talking about earlier. Reese Jones' signature hole features a Port Royal sound as a backdrop. Selecting enough club is a must on this medium length par 3. The green is very shallow and slopes away to the right side. Avoid the deep bunkers that fronts the green. Now, this hole is actually cool because off the tee, there's a little tiny thing where you can read. It gives you a little history of the sound that's behind it. So definitely a tough par 3 for sure. And that bunker is deeper than it looks on the picture. So definitely take enough club to even play it, over that bunker. If you're a little long, you're better than being in that. And then hole 7 is a par 4. Ideal tee shot on the medium length par 4 is to the center of the fairway and long enough to avoid being blocked out by the trees to the right. A small green flanked by the bunkers makes for a challenging target.
There it is.
So this is definitely a dog, right? So, you definitely want to play something to get around that last bit of trees on the corner because unless you're hitting the fade, you're going to have a tough second shot if you don't clear that corner.
And if you go long, you're in a bunker, right? It looks it.
Yeah.
That's bunkers behind it, right? Not water. Yeah, that's bunkers.
Bunkers behind the green, yeah.
Yeah, so if you go long.
But the bunkers here are actually very, very, very soft, so they're easy to get out of.
Good.
Hole 8, par 4. On this demanding par 4, the tee shot should be placed to the right of the fairway bunker in the corner of the dog leg. From there, you face a medium length approach to a 2-tiered green. So a good tee shot, you'll have an 8-iron, 9-iron in.
And there it is.
That's it. Play again. Try to bang one over that left bunker, and you'll have a short shot in. Excuse me. And then hole 9 is a great par 5. The ideal drive in this long, difficult par 5 will avoid the bunkers in the landing area. The second shot should be played short of the bunkers that begin 100 yards from the green. A third shot plays slightly uphill to a large undulated green. Pay close attention to the pin position on your approach. There it is.
There she is, baby. And anybody that's listening to this podcast, guys, I'm going to put this right up on YouTube because we've got this cool feature now where I am actually putting pictures up hole by hole. So they might not know that. I have to put that out.
And especially guys that are going to be planning to go there, it's definitely worth checking it out. But this is a fun par 5.
Good.
Definitely, if you hit a little baby cut, you're gonna walk out of that with definitely a good shot at birdie opportunity there.
Awesome.
Par 4, number 10, this gentle dog left par 4 with OB tight along the left side. A good drive in any part of the fairway will leave a medium to short iron approach. The depth of this tiered green is 40 yards. Requires you to calculate the right yardage. So there it is.
There it is, baby. It looks like a lot of condos and activity on your left. Looks like that's where you come in, maybe.
That's
on the way in.
Yeah, and then there's a bottom left. There's a little nice pool there if you want to take a quick dip when you get out there. Maybe there'll be a pool party with some honeys. I don't know, but this is a good hole. It's you got to be careful of that right bunker. It will come into a play, so you definitely want to try to hit a shot down the left side. But hole 11 is a par 3, short, testy par 3. The deep green plays smaller due to a large ridge that divides it in half. The prevailing wind is usually against you, so should be sure to choose plenty of club. Your lag putting skill will be tested if you have to putt over the ridge. And there it is. You got to go right over the old water. Hole 12 bunkers guard the short par 5. Play the drive along the right side and follow that with a straight second shot towards the green. Approach shots are more difficult to a pin located on the back of this 2-tiered green, and there is a lot of bunkers on this hole from what I remembered. Yeah, there's a ton here.
Dude, that's insane. And they're pretty bunkers too. These are all overhead shots, and it's pretty cool, man.
Oyster Reef has a Augusta feel to it when you play it.
That's awesome.
Got that
Love it.
nice white sand in it. And then strategically positioned fairway bunkers on 13, par 4. On top of mounding requires you to play your drive carefully. There is plenty of room on the left side. This green is slightly elevated, well guarded, is difficult to putt. Breaking putts are common on this hole. So there it is, another hole where if you hit a baby cut, you'll be just fine. So all those people who play cuts, you're going to be beneficial on this course because there's a lot of dog rights. Oyster Reef's closing stretch is challenging, and it begins here with the tightest drive on the golf course, a water conservancy. We'll call it a lagoon. It runs along the entire right side. Any tee shot to the left quarter of the fairway will force you to play a low curving shot to the green. And there it is.
Buddy. Yeah, buddy. Looks really tight for sure.
And that bunker on the front of the green, it's small, but can be an a-hole if you get in it. So this dog 15 par 5, this double dog leg par 5 is true game changer. Short hitters should favor the right side of the tee. A careful shot, second shot will set up the approach that is usually into the wind. The green slopes from back to front. So this is a really good hole. I mean, obviously for the longer hitters, you're going to want to challenge this hole, but obviously you see the water on the left side. So if you come up short or if you hit a little pull, we're going to have to go into the bag and grab another ball.
Yes,
and then 16, par 3, a solid, well-hit tee shot is necessary here. Use one more club than usual to carry both hazards onto a large green, 40 yards wide. The green can produce some of the longest breaking putts at Oyster Reef. And this green is huge, actually. So there it is, another hole where you got to hit over water, and it's protected by a nice bunker in the front. So it's always good to be longer on this course than try to attack the pin directly. All right, so another par 4, normally into the wind. This par 4 can be a lengthy and demanding hole, aimed down the left side of the tee, with the green being slightly elevated and narrow. Both bunkers are very much in play. Smart golfers will lay up if necessary. So take your medicine if you don't hit a good one and try for a par. So obviously another dog right hole there with the water on the right side to definitely play it down the left fairway and try to hit that little fade. And then the 18th, the last hole, is a par 4. Oyster Reef's finishing hole is a sharp dog left that is protected on the left by the bunkers. The wider than normal fairway makes this hole seem easier than it is. The putting surface appears very short from the fairway. Bunkers on the right are in rear, closely guard pin positions located in areas of the green. So this is another, it's a good finishing hole, this one. But yeah, that's Oyster Reef right there. Like I said, off the tee, if you can find fairways and hit well off the tee, it's pretty straightforward. The greens aren't too bad. There's, a couple of mounds in the middle of the greens, but overall it's a pretty favorable course if you're accurate off the tee. But if you aren't, you're going to have a lot of trouble trying to get those balls in play because of the, the trees. They eat they eat your balls, and also they, that pine straw.
Yeah, man. I am so excited to play this course after going through that review. It looks absolutely stunning. It really does. You just said it reminds you of Augusta. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's got that feel. I mean, it's obviously a little different than Augusta, but just the way the course is, it's, there's not a lot of, real issues, but there's just a lot of bunkers that look, like you see them, just a lot of different curved bunkers. And, if you're not careful, those bunkers will, definitely have some fried eggs, and you might even get one stuck into the side. So you kind of want to avoid those as much as possible.
Yeah, man. I certainly will try. Buddy. All right, man. Well, that was an awesome read over for the course. Is there any information you want to get out there for our 2-day event next week?
Yeah, so we are going to finish our tour this coming season with our New York Upstate finale coming up September 14th and 15th at Van Patten Golf Course. We're going to have 2 early starts, 8:18 in the morning for each day for the starting group that goes out. So if you're interested in playing and haven't signed up yet, go to the website and register as soon as possible so we can get the final list ready. and those pairings set for day one. But it's going to be an awesome finish to the year. And I know that Van Patten is a cool layout, and I think we're going to have a nice competitive finale. Who's going to take home the title?
Why don't we tell the people? I know people are probably a little raffled out by now. I get it. Shannon is not going to be allowed in this one. All right, guys, let's try to fill up this last raffle we got too for the people that haven't paid yet. Take a shot
Yeah,
for
so
$12.
the raffle page we have right now, we got a lot of spots left for a free entry to the 2-day at Van Patten, and also 2025 membership for the tour. So definitely want to take advantage of that. Even if you're not a member, you can actually put your name in the raffle, because you can come and play as a guest for the last round.
Yeah.
And we'll get you in. So we'll see what we're all about, and get you ready for next year.
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to the weekend, and I am looking more forward to Nationals, which is right around the corner, my man.
That's it. Less than 45 days away, and we'll be down there. I did talk to some of the guys today. For all of those going to Nationals, we're going to try to get everybody together. I'll get a group text going with everybody officially once it closes, and I think maybe Friday night after we play and have dinner, I think we should all get together and have a little mini golf battle royale. Split it up in 2-man teams and put some cash money on that thing, and see who's the best team in putting.
We're in. We all got to bring our real putters too, right?
You have to bring a real putter. That's it's called the douchebag invitational, because everybody's going to bring their own putter.
I love it. And can we use our own? More importantly, can we use our own golf ball?
You can have to use theirs.
Oh, that's huge. But I guess that's fun. I get green. I got dibs on green.
But yeah, so we'll get more of that going on after we get the final count. I'll get the text messages, but my phone is about to die. So
all right, yeah, my wife and family are home, and she's gonna kill me if I keep her in the closet any longer. So, thank you everybody for listening to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast, and we appreciate you all for tuning in.